I think we can get started then. Yeah. All over to you.
Hello everyone, I welcome you all to the 155th session of the SoundBytes Toastmaster. Sometimes I wonder if on a fine Monday, HR, some engineers all are sitting here. Is that why we are not getting hiked this year? But still, we need more people to share the blame. So online folks, please turn on your cameras. Yeah, Gaurav, Harshita, Ruchir.
Perfect.
So
due to some network issue, I cannot come online.
Sure, no problem.
There are some rules and regulations that we go by in the Toastmasters that we all here seems to be only the members. All should be aware by now at least. But you are the first one, so I will tell you the rules. First one is if you are joining online, you turn on your cameras. Second one is if it's not your turn to speak, you would keep yourself on mute here as well. And third one is whenever we are speaking either a speech or on a table topics, we try not to offend others by talking harshly on the topics like sex, religion, and politics. At least try. Okay. So here I hand over the meeting to our well-known Mr. Handsome President. I forgot his introduction, but it's not like we already don't know him about him. So I hand over the meeting to Sharad.
Thank you so much for that very honest and true introduction about myself, and what a great start. Thanks everybody. Once again, as usual, special thanks to those who are there in person. Please do try to attend maximum of the sessions in person to get the max benefit unless there's something unavoidable. But that being said, again, thanks to those who are present online as well. I know it is tough as the winter is going on, it's very cold, and I know Shwet is very famous for anything early morning. He will tell, no, I don't think I can. Who are these people who gets up in the morning? But anyway, at least you have to get up in the morning to at least get ready and come to office. So thanks.
No man, I woke up at 11.
Okay, great. That's great seeing you. Thanks anyway for making it up for the session, and welcome. Officially, I would like to start our 155th session of SoundBytes Toastmasters Club. And what a great theme indeed. That year isn't done yet. I hope that itself is the theme. Yes, great. So what came to my mind first is procrastination, right? We always try to find reasons to procrastinate. We'll try to think, hey, anyway, now the year is almost done. Whatever I'm trying to do, let me give it as part of New Year resolution, or let me try to do it from Jan 1st onwards. What I would like to say is, there is this famous saying that says that there's never a wrong time to do the right thing. That's the first thing that came to my mind when I saw this theme. Year isn't done yet. So if anything, any unfulfilled things you wanted to do, of course, the positive and good ones, please. If it is a negative ones, please remove it from your thought process. But if there is anything good you wanted to do, it was there in your bucket list, please don't wait for the perfect time. You have to utilize the time and then start right now. Because, of course, the year isn't done yet. So if there is something, it's never too late. There was something you wanted to do in the year 2025 itself, the year that we still have time. So a great theme indeed, and with that we can have a great start, and a reminder for all of us that the year isn't done yet. And with that we can quickly move on to today's session, and of course to take the session forward, we have our wonderful Toastmaster of the day, Banali, and no special introductions from my side for her also, because unfortunately I forgot to check with her. But then again, yeah, looking forward to a great theme, a great session on the year isn't done yet. Over to you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone joined online and offline. So as our theme says that the year is not done yet, which means it's December. the month where we start closing the tabs and counting the days and promising ourselves the next year will be different. Will be different, will be having something which we want really to become. And we look forward for that year. So this is that month, the month of December. But what if the year still has something to show you, something to teach you, something to open to you, a lesson, a reminder, or one last moment of growth? And that's the spirit of today's theme. The year is not done yet. Because growth doesn't stop just because the calendar is about to change, right? So there are two kind of peoples when we come to this December month. A group which says that okay, we are in December already, so I start with all my resolutions in my next year. So we just postpone it. And then we have group B where they start to take their resolution in this month itself, saying that okay, from next year we'll be having a new set of resolutions. So which part of group you belong to? Part A, group A or group B?
Yeah, combination of both.
Okay.
Combination of both. Yeah.
Okay. Online, anyone who are from who belong to which group? A or B?
Group C.
Mixture of both. Mixture of both.
Okay, cool.
None of the above.
Okay.
Yeah. Same Gaurav, nothing
Yeah,
planned.
so we have few people who belongs to none of the groups. So yeah. So let's start with our session today. And I welcome you all for our 155th session. Yeah. So to help us with to stay on track with time today, we have our timer Shivam. So a big round of applause for Shivam as he's trying his first time as being a timer and taking up the role. So yeah, I request you to please share your rules.
Yeah, thank you, Pranali. Yeah, hi all.
Hi, you can do that.
Yeah, hi all. This is my first session. So today I'm gonna take a role of a timer. So this is a project session. It's given by Sarath. So it is a 10-minute session. So in the 10 minutes, I will show green for 7 minutes, and then next 8.5 minutes I will show yellow, and at the end I will show red cards for the project session. And the next is the table topic. Then table topic, every topic is 2 minutes. In the starting 1 minute, I will show green, and then 1.5 minutes I will show yellow, and at the end 2 minutes I will show like red cards. Yeah.
So now moving forward, we have our grammarian who will help us with language expression and introducing new words. So I welcome Harshita to introduce the new word and grammarian rules.
Thank you, Pranali. My role as grammarian today is to introduce the word of the day and encourage its use by speakers, evaluators, and table topic participants. Okay, let me introduce the word of the day. I will share my screen. I just shared my screen. Let me know if my screen is visible.
Yes.
Yeah. The word of the day is asked. It is a verb. It should be pronounced this way in the phonetics. Asked. It means to force someone to leave the position of power, job, place, and competition. Example of the usage. The team was ousted from the tournament in the first round. One more example. Police are trying to oust drug dealers from the city. It has secondary meaning, to take the place of. Traditional farming patterns have been ousted by modern methods. One more example. We must be careful that quantity does not oust quality. I will share this word of the day in the chat itself, and I will try to keep it as my background as well. And I will monitor the usage of the English language during the course of the meeting. And I will note the uses of word of the day or derivative of it correctly or incorrectly. I will just make a note of it. I will listen to the word usage and note the awkward or misuse of the English language, such as incomplete sentences, grammar, incorrect grammar, etc., in the prepared speeches and in the table topics as well. Thank you, Pranali. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster and Ashita. So now I'd like to call Gaurav, who is our counter and will help us to speak consciously with our words and inform us about the filler words. So over to you, Gaurav, to explain your role.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pranali. Good afternoon, everyone. The purpose of our counter is to note words and sounds that are used as crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including and I will also note who when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means, this means. Yeah. And at the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Toastmaster Pranali.
Thank you, Gaurav, for explaining your role. Now, moving forward, let's start with our first segment, which is the speeches. So, for delivering speech, we have prepared speech which reflects evaluation and leadership. For that, I'd like to call upon stage Toastmaster Sharad, who will be completing his level 5 with his project Evaluate to Motivate, a project that emphasizes how constructive feedback and thoughtful evaluation can inspire real growth. Over to you, Toastmaster Sharad.
Before the timer starts, because I have a PPT, I'll just share my screen and just then. All right, I hope the shared screen is visible to everyone who's present online as well.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay, you can start. Very good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this project of mine, which is part of successful club series called Evaluate to Motivate. Before I start, it is a requirement from my end that I need to explain to you about this project, what this project is about. Now, with the latest upgrade to Toastmasters website and Toastmasters policy, there are certain projects that are associated with each speech level. All of you have to be careful about this when you check your Toastmasters journey, when you select the pathway. Other than your normal projects like your speeches and evaluation, you might also have something called as projects. Since mine is at a higher level, that is L5 project, there are two projects that I must deliver. So one, it's part of two series. One is called Successful Club series and another one is part of Leadership series. This project which I've chosen today is part of something called a Successful Club series. Now, what this Successful Club series is all about? Successful Club series is all about how to make your club more successful. So whoever the presenter of this project will try to bring in certain ideas or certain methodologies that the club can utilize to make it a successful club, better than before. Some sort of pointers on how we can do better. It can be on any aspect of the club. Today, my project is all about evaluate to motivate. So what do you understand from evaluate to motivate? So what am I trying to speak here? Any guesses? What the pointer is about?
When you evaluate someone, you also give them the tips and tips to how they can improve on their speech or speaking skills, and also that motivates them to be a better version of themselves for the next time. So I think that's more.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shwet. You are right. Absolutely right. It is more about evaluators. If you are trying to do the role of an evaluator, how you can perform better as a better evaluator. That's what this project is about. It's gonna cover some of the tips and tricks That is directly recommended by Toastmasters. Now, one of the things when it comes to project series is the slide deck itself is provided by Toastmasters International. It is not prepared by the member. They provide the slide deck and they expect the person to prepare on that slide deck and present the slide deck as it is. That means whatever I'm going to present right now is directly coming from Toastmasters International. Okay. But other than that, there are always certain personal examples that I would like to take and things like that, which will bring my own flavor to this as well. Basically, it is about how you can be a better evaluator, thereby motivating the speaker to do better. Now, how an evaluator will become successful? When you do evaluation to a speech, you are considered to be a successful evaluator if the speaker is already able to improvise immediately from the next speech itself. That means you already mentioned certain pointers to the speaker, like how you can improve your body language or confidence or tone, etc., or usage of the stage properly, some sort of good constructive feedback you are giving to the speaker. And if the speaker is already able to apply that to the speeches going forward, that means it has been a successful evaluation. It is not just a matter of performing a role as an evaluator because you are asked to do so, because there are L1 itself, in L1 completion, there is a criteria that you have to do an evaluation as well. Do not do it just for the sake of, a tick mark on your project, but do it from a speaker's perspective. Try to understand what the speaker's objectives are, how you can make the speaker's speeches better going forward from an audience perspective, or try to give certain confidence or boost the self-esteem of the speaker. If you are able to do any of this, then you have been a successful evaluator. That's what today's is all about. So let's quickly go through. What is the benefit for the speakers? The immediate benefit for the speakers is you are providing an immediate feedback, which means the speaker just now finished delivering his or her speech, and immediately you are giving the pointers. What went well? What are the challenges? What we could have done to make it better? That means you don't have to wait. The speaker doesn't have to wait, and immediately then and there the speaker gets a feedback. So there are two, three things that helps here. One, if you get a feedback at a much later point of time, you yourself as a speaker would have forgotten exactly how it went, and you would not exactly remember what all happened that day. But when you get an immediate feedback, at least you can register immediately. Yes, these are something I did and this is something I could have done better, etc. So the main advantage is you get the immediate feedback as a speaker. And then, of course, offering methods of improvement. If you simply give an evaluation telling that, okay, this didn't well, this could have been done better. But unless you give certain tips and tricks, how do they know? How can they make it better? You are saying that, okay, the body language was not up to the mark. But unless you tell that, okay, you should have walked around or you should have used actions, your hand gestures better as per your speech, some sort of feedback you are giving, only then it helps. So you have to offer certain methods of improvement as well than just saying that, how the speech was. And then building and maintaining self-esteem, very important. Most of the speakers who have come to speak in Toastmasters, not necessarily that they are giving speeches since ages or they've given so many speeches before. So they might be there just to oust their anxiety or public speaking anxiety, etc. So you have to think from the speaker's perspective as well, where the speaker is coming from, and try to maintain the self-esteem, because the speaker might be lacking confidence. One of the most difficult things when it comes to a new speaker is the lack of self-confidence, the lack of self-esteem. That's why first you say that, hey, as an evaluator, try to boost the self-esteem, try to say the positive things first, start from a positive note. We often say that, hey, congratulations on completing your L1 speech, or hey, congrats to you that you took the confidence to come and deliver the speech in person. These are certain things that can help build the self-esteem of the speaker. And how you can help maintain the self-esteem is, even for the next speech, if the same evaluator is there, you have to try to give them some pointers on, hey, I had told you about this, you can still work on that. It doesn't mean that you just give one evaluation and you are done. You can always personally reach out to that speaker if next time you observe that certain pointers were still not followed by the speaker, for example, right? So these are some of the things you can do. Now, what is tell and sell approach? So evaluator has to really sell what the person is talking about. Now, how can you do that? Let's say the speaker delivers a speech, and then you are in a generic manner saying that, hey, the speech was okay, could have been better, something generic. But then instead of that, if you are actually picking out the quotes or certain aspects of the speech itself, that shows to the speaker that you are really interested and you are really listening and you are not doing the evaluation just for the sake of it. So normally we say, hey, this was a great quote. I heard this quote from your speech, amazing. Or your speech title is this, or that was very good. The way you connected your story and then you try to give an example from your own life, etc. These are the things that will show that you are really interested and listening. And just giving them, the speech was okay, the confidence could have been better. You are not connecting to the speech itself. Like, hey, I like that really personal example that you shared, etc. These things are important. So you have to try to sell really what you are trying to evaluate, okay? And then make sure that the speaker listen. The speaker should turn on their camera, the speaker are listening, and then probably even taking notes. At least mental notes is okay. But if they are listening and trying to note down the pointers of what you are telling. So that is really the tell and sell approach. Now, before the speech itself, this is something very important and most of us need to do. You have to check with the speaker on what the objectives are. What normally happens is we'll get the evaluation sheet. In the evaluation sheet, certain pointers will be mentioned. Those are the objectives of Toastmasters as per the level. The speaker themselves might have certain personal objectives. Hey, my objective is to improve humor, or my objective is to improve my vocabulary or my voice or the volume, whatever it is, the personal objectives, that's also important. So please to connect with the speaker beforehand and try to understand what the objectives are other than just the Toastmasters objective. So that is what is meant by manual objectives. They themselves have certain objectives. And then evaluation guidelines. This obviously in the evaluation sheet itself will be mentioned. Hey, you have to observe whether the project is all about body language. So is the person using the body language effectively? So that also you have to mention to the speaker, hey, as per the Toastmasters, this is what I'll be evaluating. It's not necessary that the speaker themselves might have seen that. It's important that you mention. And then any other concerns they have, anything else they are trying to do, etc. And during the speech, important that you show that you yourself are interested, you're listening, as I told you, connect back to what the person is speaking, etc. Right? And then you have to always put yourself in the position of the speaker, because it is not necessary that all speakers are at the same level. There might be, if you know the person personally, that's why it's important to connect with them before. A person who is trying to deliver his or her first speech will be shaky, will be nervous. So you should have to consider from that perspective. There will be certain speakers who are very expert speakers who would have delivered a lot of speeches before. Then you can always modulate your evaluation accordingly. Do not have a one-size-fits-all sort of a mentality when it comes to evaluation. Always try to understand what is the person's background and currently where the person is, and accordingly you have to do the evaluation. Important to take notes because we ourselves might forget what we wanted to tell. So please do take notes. And then during the evaluation, you have to please choose your words carefully because you have to make sure that we provide a very supportive and positive environment. Do not use personal attacks. Try to avoid sentences like, oh, you should have done this better, you didn't. Instead of that, you can tell something like, I observed that this was missing. I saw in the speech, something like that. So you are always pointing the speech or the situation, etc., not the speaker, which is important, okay? And evaluate, that's why we say evaluate the speech and not the person. Promote self-esteem, I've already informed that you have to always try to build the person's confidence. Disingenuous means you are not being sincere. Avoid being disingenuous. Like, do not just do it for the sake of it. And another thing, if you have a personal connect with the speaker, you will just feel like telling only the positive things and you will not give any, oh, this could have been better, this could have been improved, etc. Please don't do that. Please do, sincerity is good, but you have to sincerely show like what could have been better as well, right? So avoid being disingenuous. That means you are not being sincere as an evaluator. And then so connect to the opening statement, important. Let's say you're starting with something positive, try to end with positive. Or you're starting with the quote, hey, I like the quote in your speech. When you're ending, try to connect back to that quote. That's always, these are the pointers we tell for the speech also, same things is applicable for evaluation also, sorry. And summarize the key points. Finally, these are the things I would like to, these are so for challenges, I would like to challenge you on this. These are the things that I have improved. Anyways, good luck, well done. Always good to summarize so that the person doesn't forget. Always good to give a personal example. If there is something that connects that speech with your life, you can say, hey, in my life also it has happened. I too come from such a background. That's always, it connects well with the speaker. And then encourage the listeners to apply whatever you have given as an evaluation. Please do encourage the person to apply it during the next speech. So that's all from my end. I hope you will take some of the pointers on today's project and hope it was helpful. Please do try to follow some of this if you're taking the evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharad. That was wonderful. And I hope many of us have taken note project given. So moving forward to our next segment. Before that, I would like to ask you all one question, which is what is the one thing you thought 2025 wouldn't teach you, but it did? Maybe we can have some answers. Anyone?
Maybe patience.
When I'm learning that thing. Anyone online?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess at the start of 2025, I thought it's a bit, it would be a bit easier to get stronger and a bit more fit. But at the end of 2025, I learned you need to leave the junk food behind, do many more things. It's a bit harder to do that.
Life. Okay, to whoever who haven't answered, so no need to answer out loud just yet. Just hold that thought because table topic is exactly about movements like this, unplanned thoughts, honest reflection, and finding clarity in just a minute. So this is our next segment, which we'll be having now. And to guide us through this spontaneous and insightful segment, we have Toastmaster Ruchir, who will now challenge us to think fast, reflect deeply, and remind us that sometimes the most meaningful lessons come when you take that first step. So over to you, Toastmaster Ruchir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pranali. And yes, sorry I couldn't be there in person. I'm just not built for Mondays and waking up early and traveling to office. So, and I'm pretty sick today, so I think yeah, I can get a pass this time. So yeah, starting with the table topics, I'll share my screen. I think I sent to Sharad. Wait, me 1 second, guys.
Yeah, you have sent, but I think if you have, that would be good.
Yeah, yeah. That's exactly. I got it. I'll share my screen now.
Sure.
Where did it go? Yes. I think we have played this game a lot when we were kids. It's Would You Rather, and yeah, these are a bunch of kind of I won't say hard, but I'm gonna ask you guys to make difficult choices in like either you take the red pill or the blue pill. It depends on you. So who wants to go first? Anyone? I can't see.
Yeah, we have Shwet.
Shwet, of course. Yeah, you can choose a number between 2 to 7, and depending on that, I can like give you a topic.
Let's go with 5.
Okay, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Would you rather be surrounded by people who brag all the time or by people who complain all the time?
Brag all the time or complain all the time. Well, I think, if I had to choose between them, it's like choosing between a thief and a dacoits, but okay. But okay, so I think it would be better if I go with bragging, the people bragging all the time. Let's see. The people who brag all the time, at least they would have something positive to speak about them, about their life. Maybe if I'm not able to catch them, if I'm not thinking that they are bragging all the time, I might take them seriously. I might motivate myself to get to their the level that they are even bragging about. Okay, so it's not that like they may lie that they know some chief minister's son or they have some connections like usual Delhi people do. But yeah, it's on. I might get some connections through that. Like they might, they can say that they have such a connection to the chief minister level, but it might be possible that they have at least that MLA level connection, right? It's also it's good to be surrounded by. It would be good to surrounded by them at least to make the connection and to feel the. And for because for the people who complain all the time, you would be more likely. You would not be able to motivate yourself at all. You would be like even if like let's say you wanna switch and your colleague is there who is bragging all the time that he's doing this, that he is doing 10 DSA problems every day, and also you will motivate yourself to do that. You, might not be 10 or 20, might be 5 or 6 at least, but at least you will do that. But if someone is just complaining, man, I'm not able to do anything nowadays. It's like I'm sad all the days, just lying down on my bed, not doing anything at all. You would yourself think, oh, I am able to connect to you, man. I'm also not doing anything. Let's stay there, okay? Yeah, let's stay in our comfort zone. So I think that the first one option is still better. So yeah, I think that would be my option.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shwet. I think there's a saying that, your intelligence matters on the average intelligence of the group. So if everyone is in the group is bragging, they must be doing something right. So yeah, anybody else? We have fifth one covered. Anybody who wants to volunteer, anybody online also would work. Yeah, Gaurav. Uh, you can choose a number, but 5 is already taken.
I will take number 3.
Number 3, okay. Yep, there we go. Would you rather be the greatest football player in the World Cup and never win the World Cup, or be an average football player and win the World Cup 4 times within your career? I think we all know where this is going. Over to you, Toastmaster Gaurav.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ruchir. I think it's a great question. There are a lot of players who train hard and train hard from their childhood, and they hope someday they will achieve the glory. But due to some issues, some scenarios, situation, they miss out. Sometime due to injuries, sometime due to politics, sometime it happens because of luck as well. Like they are very great players, but on the day when the event occurs, they cannot turn it out. So this kind of thing, I have seen many players. They bring this point that how hard it is to swallow this particular fact, and I feel it is more painful that you have the skill, you have the potential, but still you are lagging somewhere, which because of which you are not able to cross the line. I think it is good to have the skills, and what I say, even if you have less skill, but your commitment, your efforts, that is what matters at the end, and you should be enjoying the process. That's what we all should do. On top of that, if you are winning 4 World Cups, just being an average guy, nothing can beat that. So I would take that part where I can be an average football player, but I win World Cup 4 times rather than being the greatest football player. because I know from my heart I'm giving my all. I'm putting my effort. I might not beat everyone in the world, but yes, from my heart, everything is there on the field, and I'm giving my full commitment. With that, if I'm winning the World Cup as a team, nothing can beat that. Yeah, that's all from my. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gaurav. And yeah, regarding football, there's a small story of a player called Michael Ballack. He's widely considered as the unluckiest football player in the world. In 2 years, he had chances to win 6 trophies, and internationally and in club level, and he won none of them in the span of 2 years. And after that, he just quit football altogether, and never recovered. So it goes to show how much winning matters in terms of human psychology. Even small wins can help have a ripple effect, and make sure you can translate that to and achieve something great in life. So coming next, any new volunteers who wants to be part of the chopping block?
From
Or
room, we have Shivna Gowda.
yeah, sure, Shivna Goda, you can choose a number between 2 to 7.
Seven.
7, okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, got it. Would you rather be the person who flips the switch during executions, or be the judge who decides who should be executed?
Hmm.
Yeah. So I will be the judge or decide who should be executed based on the experience, past experience of working with the people who are associated with me. So I will be judged based on that. I will decide who will be executed because I will be knowing in and out of the person who can be capable for the particular, you can say, the project or anything, any matter. The execution, I will be having a promise on that guy. This guy will be a guy, go-to guy for any kind of a task. If you given, he will be executed and he will be finishing our task, and it will be overall benefit to the our team. So that is the reason I am going with this second part, R part. Thank you.
We will execute people based on projects.
Yes, taken the what you can say corporate side of
Yeah,
actual killing.
yeah.
That is good actually.
So this could you can also put this topic as, would you rather be the project manager or the HR to break the bad news to you? So yeah, moving on. Anybody else who wants to try out these topics? Number 7 is also taken. Okay, we have Harshita. You can choose a number. 3, 5, 7 is taken.
6. I would like to go with 6.
Okay, we have 6. Would you rather have hiccups for the rest of your life, or constantly feel like you have to sneeze for the rest of your life? Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, thank you, Richard. Actually, this decision is very complex for me to decide. Though it is a small problem also in our life, if it is continuous, it will be a big problem. Based on the question, would you rather have hiccups for the rest of the life, or constantly feel like you have to sneeze? It is the question is like lifelong situation for me, so both are tough for me. So I would like to choose somewhat hiccups are better for the rest of the life, because anyhow drinking more water is better for the life. Anyhow, if I'm getting hiccups, I'll be drinking more water, and it is somehow it is helping. And it leads me always to carry a water bottle along with me, I think. I'm not choosing sneezing because from the medical concern, for every sneeze, it is like our heart will be stopped by the time we sneeze, and again heart will resume, as I know from the medical way, the medical concern. So I'm not going for this sneezing option. That's why in our older tradition also, when if a person sneezes, our elders will call the names of all the traditional people in the history, like Chiranjeeva, Arjuna, Falguna, etc. They will say that name because of this issue for sneezing. So I would like to choose hiccups, as drinking more water will give me good health. Thank you, Richard.
Thank you so much, Harshita. And also, as Harshita said, we all have to stay pretty hydrated nowadays. And yeah, that's a good motto to go by. Next, anyone else? Three, five, six. Oh, let's go, Pranali. You can choose a number.
I'd like to go with number 1.
Number one. Okay.
I hope
Would
that
you,
is.
yeah, would you rather have the power to change one event in the past or get a glimpse of the future but unable to change it? Good luck with that one.
Well, to start with, that's a good point actually. I always keep thinking on this thing that if I get any power, what would I do that? What would I do with that? So if I would have an power, I would like to choose the number 1, which is the red pill. That is the power to change one event in my past. Because if I choose the future changing, but if I'm not able to do anything with that, that will make me as an Anand from Sholay, where I'm having all my body without my hands, where I can't do anything, but I'm still there. So I don't want to be Anand from Sholay, but I would like to be the person who can change the events from my past, and that event would be where I would choose to stay with my grandmom for more time, where I could have like stayed with her before her like before she went off from our everyone's life. So where I could have been more with her, so that I could have more memories along with her, and yeah, in that way our bond could have been more better because of my because of my studies and all. I couldn't do that more because I had chosen to stay away from my home for my whole BTech journey. So if I had one power to change any event, that would be changing my decision of staying in my hometown and complete my graduation and stay for more time with my grandma. Yeah.
That is very wholesome to hear, Pranali. Another big round of applause. Anyone else? Sharat?
Yeah,
Or
sure.
yeah, let's go. Um, you can pick a
What
number.
are the numbers?
I
Left?
think we have two, four, 2 and 4.
I'll go for 2.
Okay. Would you rather know when you're going to die or how you're going to die?
Uh, Firstly, I would like to house the option of uh, when you are going to die, because I would rather want to know how I am going to die, because that way I can at least try if I can do something. Is there something in my hand? Let's say I'm dying because of diabetes or something. At least I can try to control my sugar intake.
Sure.
Or if I know there is some cholesterol issue, I'll try to do maybe more cardio or somewhere I can be more careful. Or if let's say I see that I am dying from a bike accident, I'll make sure I'll not sit in bikes and I'll make sure I'll only go in public transport or four-wheeler. At least there is a way for you to do something about it, because otherwise when you're going to die, that is definitely going to trigger a lot of panic. Unless it is at a much future date, then you will take things for granted and then might do crazy adventure sports, because you're going to die later and then you end up dying. You never know. So I don't want to do that also. At least the other way, if I know how I am going to die, I can at least feel I do something about it. If it is an adventure sports, I'll make sure I'll not participate in any of the adventure sport and I'll just be a spectator watching others fall maybe. But yeah, so definitely I would like to just know how I'm going to die rather than when I'm going to die. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shwet. But there's this common.
Sharath.
Sharat, sorry. There's this common saying in all these movies and anime that, whatever is already written, you can't just erase it. You can't change your fate in the future. But yeah, you can go ahead with what you said, Sharat. But yeah, we still have a few more. I think one more. Oh, one more.
Yeah, I think so. Shivam,
Law of right? 4 members.
Okay, Shivam, the last topic is yours. This is a very Shwet topic, but then you can. Would you rather, reveal your Google search history or to the world, or your UPI transaction history?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Good luck explaining that to the audience.
If I just history, second one, I will take. This is also connected to my my part of life. If I mention history, in my college time, I took more money from my home. I didn't tell my father I spent year. I told I bought books, science books, pet ball, and this all thing. I told my father about this fees, college fees. I'll pay it all my transaction histories. Also my father's, you see, nothing is there. I just give all to the case. I didn't give the information there. That this is a completely part of my life, till now. But now, now I'm not caring. But yeah, in the future, if someone will see, I delete the UPI history there. Yeah, nothing. Just what you.
I think, yeah, we are done with all the topics. Again, claps to everyone for taking good part. And yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Today was very engaging. Over to, I think, Toastmasters Pranali.
Hey, thanks for choosing tough topics, man. Never topics.
This was
It's very difficult to, yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
Mr.
Yeah.
Ruchir, the topics were too engaging, and I can see from everyone's face that they were all enjoying all the topics. So yeah, a big round of applause for you too for choosing this topic as well as the sessions for everyone. So now, as we move forward to our next segment, which is evaluation. But before we move to that section, I would like to leave you all with one thought, that is, this year is not a full stop for us, but a comma inviting us to try new things in your life. So with that, let's start with our evaluation. First, I would like to call upon stage Shivam to share his timing reports.
Yeah, thank you, Anand. Yes, so it's completely went good. First one takes Sarat Leo project expression data is very good. He delivered more of the things in the very less time. Yeah.
But I took more time.
It's fine. It took 30 minutes, but that is very good. Because we did not complete things whatever we did. At the end, we got no complete thing. Otherwise, we need to break in between. And the table topic, only Gaurav is taking complete 2 minutes. With the fixed time, I thought he's also taking in the timer also. Thinking. Yeah, and Sarat, the sweat take 2 minutes, 10 seconds.
That's fine.
That's
and
all 2:30 is
2:30 is.
All guys take 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, not take much time. Maybe very less time take me only because it's my first session.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't do a complete thing. Yeah. Yeah, I do.
But you spoke good. That's why.
good. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shivam, for sharing the timing reports. Now I would like to call upon stage Toastmaster Harshita to share her grammarian reports. Over to you, Harshita.
Yeah, thank you, Pranali. Coming to my grammarian report, today the complete session went very good, and especially the table topics were would rather than in the topic he kept red and blue colors in his image, but both the topics were red color only for me. Both are tough to choose. Coming to Sharad prepared speech. His sentence formations were good actually, and he used some adjectives like constructive feedback, self-esteem of the speaker, and avoid being disingenuous. These are like adding beauty to his speech, and we can also start using this kind of adjectives in our regular speeches. And he used the perfect tenses also in his speech. You should have walked around, and one more, coincidence could have been better, something like that usages. These are also good. Coming to the grammarian perspective, I did not observe any issues in his speech. It went well. Coming to and he used the word of the day once. Usage was correct, but I think the pronunciation he used like oust. It is not oust, it is oust. Yeah, that's all. Otherwise, everything is fine. Now table topics. First is the Shweta. In the Shwet sentence formation, it was like initially he was dragging some words in the beginning, like effect of our native language, like that. Maybe some 30 or 45 seconds only I felt like that. But after that, immediately he changed his pronunciation. It was completely abrupt and abrupt sentences. It went well after 30 to 45 seconds. All the wording is proper according to me. Next, Gaurav. This page is also fine. Third person, I think he's a new joinee. I don't remember his name. Somehow
Shivanagar.
Okay. His voice is not clear for me, and sentences are breaking. That's all. Otherwise, the content of the speech is good. Only the sentence formation he needs to take care. As he joined the Toastmasters, it will be helpful for him. And next, Sharad's speech. It is also like fun-filled at the ending. It is also fine. And last is Shivam, I think. Speech is good. Shivam's speech is good. But somehow other voices were clear for me. His voice is only like he's speaking very quickly, I think. That's why I'm not able to listen it quickly. Maybe he can speak in a little leisure way, that's all. And Pranali also taken a table topic, right?
Yes.
Yeah. In Pranali's speech, it was like speech was good, but as a grammarian's perspective, she clubbed present tense and past tenses continuously. Like it could be formed in a better way. That's all. Otherwise, it was fine. Thank you. This is my grammarian report.
Thank you, Harshita, for sharing such a detailed evaluation for each one of us. And now moving forward to our counter, I would quickly like to call upon Gaurav to share his counter report. Over to you, Toastmaster Gaurav.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pranali. For our counter report, I would like to share my screen. Please let me know if it is visible.
Yes.
So today's session was quite nice, where I felt everyone tried their best and they were having only one or two fillers or crutch words which they can focus on. As you can see, this list is very long, but wherever you see number lesser than 3, those things we can ignore because it is just once or twice I heard that. So let's focus on whatever we heard more. So starting with Shwet, as a role of Sa, he used so 3 times. Sharath, as a president, used a and 4 times. A was used 2 times and was used 4 times. Pranali, as a Toastmaster of the day, used a 8 times, so 8 times, and others were very less. So Pranali, you can focus on a and so. Shivam, as a timer, used so and like. in his speech. Harshita as a grammarian use a and and. So these two are main focus point which we can check in our next role. Sharath as a speaker, in his speech I felt ousted because I was not able to get more such instances. So as you can see, and I feel this is a very good approach. He has used some filler word, but you can see it is spread across the whole um, like it is spread across 4 5 things. He has not used a single filler multiple times. I think it's a very good approach. So kudos to Sharath's effort here. Ruchir as a yeah, Ruchir as a table topic master used 9 times. Yeah and you know were used 4 and 5 times. Shwet as a table topic speaker used like 4 times. Was used 4 times. I being counter of the day, I think that's a privilege. No one counted my R's and nums, so I just got a relief here. Shivanagowda used 7 times. Harshita used 3 times. Pranali used 4 times, and so was used 4 times. I think it is matching to her team or script as well. So Pranali, you can focus on and so's. Sharath, again, I couldn't find much, so one or two such instances we can ignore. And Shivam, in his speech, he used 2 times and like 2 times. So overall, it was good for Shivam as well. That's all from my side. I think overall session was good. We can focus only on these main points. I will share this report. Basically, I will attach this report to our conference page. So later you can go to the conference page and check what are the main points for your respective speeches. Over to you, Toastmaster Pranali.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gaurav. We'll definitely take care of these all points which you have shared, and we'll work on those points. So as we come to the close of today's session, I hope you leave the session with a motivation, reflection, and one insight to do something better next year, as well as this month, as we come closer to the end of this year. And because even this year draws to an end, the learning shouldn't be stopped. So yeah, thank you to the speakers, the role takers, and all the participants for being such an active participant for today's journey. With that, I hand over the meeting to our president, Sharath, to all of you.
Thank you so much, Pranali. That was a great Toastmaster of the Day, especially the topic. As I said, it was very interesting that the year isn't over yet. Let's now quickly use this time to vote for your favorite role takers and speakers. It is available in the chat. You can access in laptop or mobile as well. I'm also just voting myself. Let's take a minute quickly to vote.
Just a feedback, it shows session 152. So I think we can edit it next time.
Then we can edit it later. Session number shows us 152. That's okay.
150. Here for me, it's 155. I will say.
Oh, it's okay. Maybe republish. That's okay. All right, I have submitted my response. Please do ensure you submit yours. And while we are doing that, if anyone has any comments to share, either in general about our sessions or anything for that matter, please feel free to do so. Anybody wants to share anything general or about today's session or their experience or
whatever.
So to have one responsibility.
Taken the session, right? It's very helpful for at least for me.
okay.
So it's like who are evaluating, right? So not to discourage other people, how the way you spoke, right? Some example you have taken, and that is I felt very good information from your presentation. That's what I want to highlight here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And one more thing, normally it's not just for when you do evaluation role, right? Some of these pointers are helpful in whatever sort of feedback you. Somebody asks for feedback of anything, like how the meeting went, how the session went, anything, it can be taken. Some of these pointers you can utilize. How it could have been better, but still this was good, rather than telling only negative or only positive and not giving any constructive feedback also doesn't help. So in general, it helps, not just as an evaluator role, but in general about any feedback you are giving, some of these pointers can be taken, but mainly yes. Did you get the votes?
I guess one more is we are
One more. Anybody facing any difficulty?
Actually, my is not opting mobile. I'll do from my laptop.
Okay. Okay. No problem. Then I think we can share. You can probably share the screen, and we can announce. You have joined this session, right? Then directly we can share. All right. So we have, starting with the best role taker, we have, I think, Richard as table topic master as the best role taker. Thank you so much, Richard. Though you were not in person, still online you managed to do well. Kudos to that. But yes, please do try to attend in person as much as possible. But Richard, yes, we can always cut a slack because he tried to always attend in person. Okay, coming to auxiliary role taker, we have the maximum votes for, I think, it's a split vote between grammar and counter, right? Kudos to both of you. It was very detailed, of course. Kudos to both Harshita as well as Gaurav. Being an counter, not easy to listen to so many of filler words and filling it in a tabular format. I think we can always take some learning from how detailed it was. And Harshita as well individually pointed out for each table topics, etc. Kudos to you and well deserved. Now, best table topic speaker is
You.
What to tell? This guy is so amazing. But anyway, thank you. Thanks for the votes, and then it was really interesting. Again, thanks to Ruchir for bringing up such an interesting one, and it looked so dramatic, like with the Matrix scene of choose one of the pill. I even like that. Being a fan of movies. Thank you so much, and that's about it from the session today. Probably we'll have the soft copy of certificate circulated as well. I know we've been missing doing that since past few sessions, but we'll try to catch up with that and try to send out the certification copy, which you can always brag about in LinkedIn or whatever platform you want, because you have got it. I'm not just saying because I got the table topic. Okay, but
Many of the certificates I haven't got from.
yeah, correct. So yeah, we have a lot of catch up to do. But yes, I'll be sharing all that certificates shortly. We'll work on that. Thanks to Gaurav, he has been very meticulously updating the SharePoint site for us. I'll go back and I'll check the winners over there as well. Thanks to Gaurav for keeping the conference page up and up to date. And since we are already on top of the hour, thanks everybody once again for joining today's session. And hopefully we can take this momentum forward and in a much more nicer way where we have more people joining in person. I'm so happy that already we have 5 here. We still need more people join our club. If any of you want to nominate somebody who you feel will really do justice to the club, who will come and attend sessions and try to take up roles, etc., please feel free to let us know. Any of the ExCom members, you can reach out to anybody from us, and please do let us know. We would like to have more momentum in our sessions going forward. So with that, thank you. Thanks everybody, and have a great day ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.